When you have a product that's showing signs of life, i.e. sales, it gets very exciting. In this video, I'm going to take you through a few different scaling strategies that I've used over the years to take as much money off the table as possible. As a start, we need a product that's got a bit of proven success behind it. So we're going to use one of my winning designs, and I'm going to use that to show you how to scale it out. Now, the reason we want to do this is because those copycats come in thick and fast. Our winning products show up very quickly on all the different spy tools, so it's on us to make sure we take as much of that money for ourselves as possible. Okay, so on the screen here, we can see the funny fat man soulmate, and you can see that it's done 389 sales. This particular phrase has done about 1,000 sales across multiple different variations of that phrase. So it's a great candidate to use to be able to create other products with it. What I love about this phrase is it can be applied to multiple different niches quite easily. So it goes, I am not the guy that can say the right thing in the most romantic way or be a perfect knight in shining armor, but I'll always be your smoking hot, booty touching best friend who will love, protect, and annoy you to the ends of the earth and back. P.S. I love you. I'll give you the O tonight. So we're going to put this onto a blanket and a canvas. And the reason why we're choosing those products is they're a parallel product to what we're selling. What that means is they're a phrase-based product, and we can add extra personalization to it to really ram home that emotional buy-in to be able to get even more sales with this particular phrase. So I created the original version of this design in Canva, which is great because all I need to do now is copy and paste it into another canvas size that fits the dimensions of the new product. So on Shine On, what we've got is a 3:4 ratio that we need to design for. And with Canva, we don't actually get the option to be able to create designs this size, but what we can do is create a 3,000 by 4,000 size canvas, pixel canvas, and then scale it up as we are downloading it. So back on Canva, I've just copy and pasted that into where I need it to be. But what I want to do to make sure that I'm creating a design that's got a good chance of connecting is see what's already selling out there in the marketplace for blankets. So what I've done is I've gone over to Etsy and just done a few searches to see what they look like. And with this particular one here, the photos on there with the phrasing really stood out to me. And the reason being is that it's that extra added personalization to get that emotional buy-in from the target customer. So with this, however, because we are using paid advertising, we want to be mindful that what sells this product, particularly on Facebook, is the phrase. That phrase needs to capture and be the first thing people look to when they are looking at our products, because that's how we sell them. Once they've bought in on that message, they then talk themselves into the actual product itself. So with this, I think it's a fantastic sort of design. So I did a bit more research and I found also that these designs on the airmail blankets have been performing exceptionally well over the last couple of years. So I wanted to kind of use that in it as well. Being a sort of a handwritten sort of message. I also got Everbee to do a bit of a filtering on the results within Etsy. And I've got Message Blanket here and sorted it by the monthly revenue. I've just gone through just to get a good gauge of what is selling on these different pieces. Photo blankets again, photo blankets there, another photo blanket, song titles, that's kind of cool. So this one down here, it's doing about $4,500 a month, and it's not even Mother's Day yet, so we're a bit before Easter at the moment. So chances are that's going to really ramp up over the next couple of months. Here's another version of that one that we saw before about the photos on the actual blanket as well. So what we could do easily on this one is just take out a couple of those photos. So these two photos down here, take them out and put the phrase in around there, and then have all these different photos being able to be personalized. So with that in mind, I'm using that first one, this one, as a handwritten note. That's what I'm going to use as inspiration, as well as this one. So this one hasn't been done so much as the other airmail one. So I think this one's something to work with as well. So, all right, coming back over to Canva, I've copied and pasted what I wanted into here. And now it's about changing the fonts, finding that handwritten font. So I've been using the shadows into light, and we can see there that it is, it's a perfect example of a handwritten font. I'm going to change all those fonts there. I'm going to make this bigger as well, so it actually is legible on the massive canvas that we've got available. 50 by 60 inches is huge. So that's there.
up there. I'm going to make it personalized, so I'm going to remove my. Remove that. Now I need to get like writing paper in behind. So we'll go elements, writing paper. So I'm going to use this one with the margin on the left-hand side. I think that's kind of cool. Now just going to have to adjust it to suit. All right, so now I want to add that extra personalization with the photos on here. So I'm just going to search for Polaroid frame. Let's see what comes up with. I want it to be a sort of a grungy sort of thing like that. I think that looks great. So we've got right there a blanket mock-up, which is fantastic. So what we want to do now is download that. And we're going to make that the maximum size, and it's going to take forever to download. But while it's doing that, what I'm going to do is then create a canvas for it as well. So this is for the blanket. Now I need to get the dimensions for the canvas. So it's on wall art in Shine On. We'll come down here and we'll go this gallery wrapped canvas, the 2 to 3000 or 2 to 3 aspect ratio. 8400 by 1200. Again, we can't design to that size. So what we can do is I'll go 4 by 6. I don't think that's going to be a bit too difficult as well. 4 by 6. No, fine. Perfect. Now just copy and paste this. Cool. Then I'll bring in the background. The beauty of doing it this way is that you're not having to recreate the wheel every single time that you do it. Your time is much better spent in creating these phrases that connect or scaling out winning products you've already got. What we want is them to be able to customize that, which is great, but very good. Download that as well. So we've just spun out 2 variations of that in what, like 10 minutes? So make that as big as possible. What is the requirement over on Shine On? 8400. 84, so 8,000 by 12,000. Okay, so because this design file of the original one we just created is going to be so large, what we need to do is get it to be compressed. So coming over to iloveimg.com, we want to compress PNG, and here we are. Just going to drag and drop it, and that's going to take a minute to upload. So while we wait, you may as well grab a coffee, water the plants, shake Indy's hand, whatever you can do to pass the time, right? Creating winning products like this based on success that you've had already in your own business is a great way to explode those profits. Once you've done that, then create those lists within your email provider, whether it's Klaviyo or whatever you might be using, and then send an email with those new designs as well. Oftentimes, just the mere suggestion of buying that second piece will have people buying that same exact product the second time. I've had multiple cases where people will buy several products of the same thing, even if it's husband to wife in the one transaction. So sending these emails out with that phrase on another product, you will see sales come in. The other thing with that, with Klaviyo, what you can do is create those audiences and connect that with your Facebook marketing. Inside Facebook, you create a custom audience, and that custom audience can be retargeted with these designs as well. And with those custom audiences, you can create more lookalike audiences. When you're scaling product, what you want to be able to do is create more and more audiences based on top quality data that you control. Creating products like this just gives you another option to scale up and gives your customers another opportunity to buy from you. On top of that, what you want to make sure that you're doing is you're creating those meta audiences based on the URL that you use to sell the original product. Retarget them with these new designs, create those lookalikes, and start making a hell of a lot more money for a lot less work. These scaling strategies is exactly what I teach you inside PODHacks, my coaching program for print on demand. If you're looking to create those $5,000 to $10,000 plus months with your own print on demand business in as little as 2 hours a day so you can create more time freedom and financial independence, then make sure you click the first link in the description below and check out PODHacks. In there, you're getting my personal guidance on helping you to scale those winning campaigns even further. If you love the scaling strategy video, then make sure you watch this one next. Stay awesome.